tonight, but I have to thank him. I try to thank him as much as possible publicly because, again, if he had not asked me to even have that conversation in the first place, this wouldn't have happened, and none of you would be here. Well, you'd be here, but you wouldn't be here. But I just wanted to read a little excerpt, and then I'd be happy to take some questions, and then we'll get to the signing portion of the evening. The excerpt that I like to read. It's a little bit more about Jonathan, because people tend to have a lot of questions about him and who he was and the kind of person he was. And he was a wonderful person, as you can imagine, also an incredibly talented person. For those of you who you probably know a lot about his biography if you're a fan of Rent, but he grew up in a middle-class family in White Plains, New York. Was an actor first, went to Adelphi out in Long Island, started to realize that he was really talented at writing music, and he started to get more and more involved in that. And then when he graduated, he lived over in the sort of non-neighborhood that's sort of west of Soho, Greenwich and Spring. I don't even know what that's called. But he lived in this tenement apartment and just dedicated himself to writing and kept not getting things produced. He kept writing shows that would get read and people would be interested but not produced. But then finally he had the breakthrough moment of Rent getting a workshop production in the end of '94, which I was a part of. And then we started to become friends then. And then a year later is when we were going to start rehearsals for the off-Broadway production. In the meantime, we kept in touch a little bit. He would share with me some of the process that he was going through in the rewriting phase, and sharing with me that there were producers involved. They were going to be taking the show on and helping to hopefully move it to an off-Broadway theater if it was a hit. So where I wanted to pick it up in the excerpt was during that summer of '95, between the workshop and off-Broadway, he got invited to present some songs at an evening of local opera companies presenting excerpts. And since Rent is technically a rock opera, they thought it would be interesting, and also since it's based on La Boheme, which is a very famous Puccini opera, they thought it would be interesting to include that. So, and I got to sing that night Roger's songs, because there wasn't a Roger cast yet. So the one and only time that I got to sing Light My Candle Another Day, publicly. Believe me, backstage we would all sing along all the time. Would you forget? So this is where I'm going to pick it up. Is I've just gone to his apartment, which is, as I said, a tenement on this sort of lower west side of Manhattan. Fifth floor, walk up. You had to call from the street, and he would throw down the key, just like in the show. There was a bathtub in the kitchen, a toilet in the closet, kind of situation.